Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you are well and welcome to this my review of Beyond ATC, where we'll take a look at the program itself, it's the installation process, the purchase process. We'll take a look at it in the simulator and then I'll give you my opinion of it at the end. As always, if you are new to the channel, please do consider liking and subscribing, as your support is greatly appreciated. And I'd like to give a massive shout out to those who have subscribed already. Your support means everything. And while you're down there, why not give the video a thumbs up and ring the bell as well. With that out of the way then, let's jump into it. Okay, so here we are at the Beyond ATC website. I'll pop a link to it in the description below, so you can go ahead and grab this for yourself if you choose to. Right, what is Beyond ATC? Well, in a nutshell, it's based in AI air traffic controlling system. It uses voice recognition technology to interpret what you say, your requests, your what clearance you're requesting, things like that, and hopefully should respond to you in the correct manner. So it's kind of like a major step up from the default system you would get in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Right, so let's have a look through the website. As you can see, May 4th it was released here. So we'll talk about quickly who might benefit from this program. Now, if you just started out, say, with flight simulation, but you wanted to maybe add a bit more immersion to it, a bit more realism with your air traffic control, but you might not be confident enough to go on the VATSIM network, for example, then this might be the best alternative for you until you get your confidence up and how to respond and fly with air traffic control. Also, as well, for those more experienced simmers, like say, who like a bit of air traffic control added to their flights, but you can't always guarantee there's going to be a controller online at your chosen airport you want to fly to and from. So, take it from my situation, for example. I'm in the UK, but say I wanted to do a flight in Australia. There's an 11-hour difference between where I am in the UK and, say, Sydney, for an example. Now, you can't always guarantee you're going to get a controller, because when I'm flying, it's probably like middle of the night down there. This also offers that sort of alternative as well, so you have your bit of air traffic control. Also, as well, if you want to add a bit more AI traffic, because you won't want to fly with some other airliners to you around, maybe add a bit more realism, then this is also there as well. Okay, so when you do purchase it, it is made very clear to you that it is in early access, and there is this here that explains about what is the early access and what you can expect. It does still have its bugs, as it says here. There's some strange behavior, so please make sure you understand this before you make a purchase decision. There are some, I don't know if it's just me, but I have experienced some couple of issues with it, which I will go into detail later on when we're in the sim. But for example, I'll just give you a quick example now. I did it on a flight the other day, and I was trying to request pushback, but for some reason it thought I was requesting my takeoff clearance. It seemed to skip ahead a few stages. I don't know what happened there. And it didn't seem to want to recognize the fact I was asking for pushback, no matter how I worded it. It still interpreted that I was requesting takeoff clearance, and said, you're nowhere near the runway, why are you requesting takeoff clearance? Things like that. So there is that. Okay, so this is what you get in the minute of early access. So it's kind of what you need in order to use the program in order to get your plane in the air. So like say full IFR, your standard center departures, FAA and ICAO phraseology, things like that. What is still in development? Traffic injection and control. So I don't know if they are doing that in partnership or if they're doing their own sort of traffic, AI traffic. So that's sort of, I'm guessing that's kind of like model matching for VATSIM alternative. Visual flights, again, can't do those at the moment. Emergency procedures. So for those of you who do like to maybe practice some emergency drills, you'll have to wait till that gets updated. Oceanic ones, and that's a big one. I was kind of hoping maybe to give this a try on oceanic procedures. But unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for that. And then there's the VR interface as well. I was maybe hoping to see, maybe, are they going to do something like a CDPLC integration as well, but we'll have to see if that comes further on down the line. Right, so let's talk about how the installation goes. Very straightforward. Just click here the link, and it will start a download, and you'll get a zip file. Unzip it, and you'll get an application to install the program. You don't actually do any purchasing through the website. It's all done through the app, which I'll show you. Well, I can't show you because I already purchased it, but I'll explain how it works later on in the review. Right, so let's jump into the sim and see this in action, shall we? Okay, well, welcome to the sim. We are here in the PMDG 737-800. Just set up a little flight from my local airport of East Midlands to Dublin with Ryanair. But it's not about the flight today. We are fully ready to go and everything's done. So, what we're going to do now is we will take a look at this. This is the BeyondATC interface that you will get after you have installed the program. I've just literally installed the latest update as I booted this up. So we're currently on version 1.0.28 EA. But when you start it, you won't see this straight away. You will get another disclaimer once again highlighting it is in early access. It will then take you to do a speech recognition test, so it's asking you to set your microphone up, select the push to talk. For consistency, I've selected the same buttons I would use on VATSIM to keep it easy for myself. So when you completed all that, you will have to go to the store option here and then purchase the BeyondATC product. You do it, like I say, you do this through the app, not the website. Currently priced at $29.99 US, and I think I paid just about 27 UK pounds for it. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's not much more than that. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to bring this back over 1 second, and I'll explain that in a moment. There we go. Because when you've completed the purchase, it will then unlock all the features and bring you to this page here. And then it'll ask you to insert your SimBrief pilot ID. Now that's not your username or anything like that. It's the 6 digits they give you when you sign up for your SimBrief account. Now, in order for BeyondATC to work properly, I think you do need a SimBrief account, because I think that's where it pulls your flight plan and all your data from in order for the ATC to recognize your flight and where you're going to. Right, so I'm just going to input my credentials in, and then we will start the flight. So once you've done that, you just press fly and it will pull the data, and then you'll be fully ready to go. So let's do that. Okay, so you see now it's connecting to the sim. Now loading the data.
Connected.
And there you go. So as you can see now, it's just pulling in all the information it can. Wait a few seconds. And there you go. So as you can see now, that's our call sign, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie. You've also got these lovely 2 little features as well that I think are a great touch to it. So you've got your auto respond and auto tune. Now, if, like you say, for example, you set up a long flight, say 4 hours, for example, and you need to go out and pop on other things, you can just turn these 2 features on, and what they do is the AI will respond for you, and it will automatically tune the aircraft radio as well to the appropriate frequency if you change the sensor, and you can go off and do your own thing and come back later on when you're ready to do your thing. So as you can see here, we've got nothing tuned yet, no actions, and then a little green indication to see we are connected to the sim. This screen here will bring up all the communications you have received from ATC, so you don't have to have pen and paper like I do on VATSIM, writing down instructions like reading back clearances and things like that. So, how do you know what frequency to tune to? Well, you could always look at your Navigraph charts if you have Navigraph, but if you click this little headset icon here, there we have it. It brings up all the current frequencies for your airport where you are. So, like I say, I am at East Midlands. We have the local, the ATIS. What we'll do now is, we will come down now to the radio panel here, and we'll pop that in so we can hear that. So 122 decibel 680. And we'll listen into the ATIS and see if it matches what we've got. We are prepared for a Trent Trent 3 Papa departure out of East Midlands off runway 09. So we'll see if that matches up. And we're using active sky, and that does match.
Port information whiskey 1020 Zulu. Wind 110 at 10 ceiling 2300 broken. Temperature 16. Dew point 13. QNH 1005. Landing and departing runway 09er. Transition level 070. 5G notice in effect. Advise on initial contact you have information whiskey. East Midlands Airport information whiskey 1020 Zulu. Wind 110 at 10 ceiling 2300 broken. Temperature 16. Dew point 13. QNH 1005. Landing and departing runway 09er. Transition level 070. 5G notice in effect. Advise on initial contact you have information whiskey. East Midlands Airport information whiskey 1020 Zulu. Wind 110 at 10 ceiling 2300 broken. Temperature 16. Dew.
Right, there you have it. So, yeah, that matches up pretty much with what we have for the weather and the sim. Right, what I'll do is now, I'll just leave the video to run and I'll do the flying and I'll let you listen into the multiple stages of my communications with ATC. Right, hope you enjoy. East Midlands ground, good afternoon. Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie standard 10. Boeing 737-800 with information whiskey requesting IFR clearance to Dublin.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, East Midlands ground. Information whiskey correct. Expect runway 09er, Tunt 3 Papa departure. Squawk 1616.
Expect runway 09, Trent 3 Papa departure, squawk 1616, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Call back when ready for push and engine start, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie. East Midlands ground, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, request push and start.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, East Midlands ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie. East Midlands ground, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, request taxi to the runway.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, runway 09 a taxi via Charlie, Quebec, Alpha Golf.
Runway 09, taxi via Charlie, Quebec, Alpha Golf, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, contact East Midlands Tower 124.005. Bye bye.
Contact East Midlands Tower 124.005, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, thank you, goodbye. East Midlands Tower, good afternoon, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, taxiing onto Golf, holding short runway 09.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, East Midlands Tower, wind 110 at 10, runway 09er, cleared for takeoff.
Say again, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, East Midlands Tower, wind 110 at 10, runway 09er, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 09, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, contact East Midlands departure 134.18.
Contact East Midlands departure 134.18, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, goodbye. East Midlands radar, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie is passing through 3000.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, East Midlands departure identified, climb to flight level 140.
Climb to flight level 140, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, contact Manchester radar 118.775.
Contact Manchester radar 118.775, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie. Manchester radar, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie is passing through flight level 124 for flight level 140.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, Manchester radar identified, climb to flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie. Manchester radar, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, ready for descent.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, bags 3 Lima, runway 28 right, descend to flight level 080.
Bags 3 Lima, runway 28 right, descend to flight level 080, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform. Dublin Airport information uniform, 1030 Zulu, wind 140 at Niner. Few clouds at 1200, few clouds at 2500, ceiling 4000 broken, temperature 16, dew point 10, QNH 1003. Landing and departing runways 28 right, 28 left. Transition level 060. Advise on initial contact, you have information uniform.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, contact Dublin approach 133.28.
Contact Dublin approach 133.28, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, thank you, goodbye.
Negative, Dublin approach on 133.28.
Dublin approach on 133.28, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie. Dublin approach, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, descending through flight level 100, information uniform, banks 3 Lima arrival.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, Dublin approach, QNH 1003, expect the ILS runway 28 right with your BNU transition.
QNH 1003, expect the ILS 28 right with the OBN transition, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, descend to 3000 feet, QNH 1003.
Descend to 3000 feet, QNH 1003, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, cleared direct Obinu. Cross Obinu at or above 3000 feet. Cleared ILS runway 28 right.
Cleared direct to Obinu, cross Obinu at or above 3000 feet, cleared ILS runway 28, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
All aircraft be advised, information Victor now current, QNH 1003. Ryanair 75, Victor Charlie, contact Dublin Tower 128.8, have a good day.
Contact Dublin Tower 128.8, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, thank you, goodbye. Dublin Tower, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, fully established, runway 28 right.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, Dublin Tower, continue.
Continue, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, wind 130 at 10, runway 28 right, cleared to land.
Runway 28 right, cleared to land, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, exit left at November 5.
Exit left, November 5, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie. Dublin Tower, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, vacated 28 right.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, contact ground 130.79er.
Contact ground 130.79er, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie. Ryanair, Dublin ground, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, request taxi to gate.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, welcome to Dublin Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
Dublin ground, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, stand 122.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, gate 122 Sierra Tango Alpha. November Delta does not exist at this airport or may not be available in this scenery. Please select another.
Dublin ground, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, stand 312.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, say again gate number.
312.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, gate 312 taxi via Mike. Hold short runway 16.
Gate 312, taxi via Mike, hold short runway 16. Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie. Right, well hello everyone, and welcome, hope you enjoyed that little flight, and welcome to Dublin. Bit of a strange approach that was, to be honest. They brought us in on a tailwind on 28 right, and my flight plan was filed for approach to 10 left, which would have been better, but we flew the plan. Wasn't a great landing, as you can see, depending on how much I put up. So I think that was one of the bugs just there that you saw. I requested a stand, stand 122 on Pier 1 here at Dublin, which is usually where the Ryanairs park. Now, it's not read this scenery, which is the MK Studio scenery. I think it's interpreting it. I think it's still reading data from default sceneries. So there's going to be a bit in live problems there, I think. So that's going to be something that they are going to have to look at. So we are in on Mike, and it's asked us to hold short of 16. So we'll hold here. Otherwise, I'm holding short. Dublin ground, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, holding short, runway 16.
Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie, cross runway 16 at Mike. Continue taxi via Mike. November 4, Foxtrot Outer, Alpha Tango 4, Alpha Tango Tree.
Cross runway 16 at Mike, continue taxi via Mike, November 4, Foxtrot Outer, Alpha Tango 4, Alpha Tango 3, Ryanair 75 Victor Charlie.
Negative. Continue taxi via Mike. November 4, Foxtrot Outer, Alpha Tango 4, Alpha Tango Tree.
I'm sure that's what I just said. Continue taxi via Mike, November 4, Foxtrot Outer, Alpha Tango 4, Alpha Tango 3. There we go. Okay. So, while we're taxiing in, let me give you my opinion on it. Like I say, I think in flight and pre-flight it works great. Like I said, there is that scenery confliction in it at the minute, so we're gonna, I think they might have to work on a way to maybe scan hard drives to see if they can determine what scenery is what, and maybe try and come up with something that can identify the airports. So that's something that needs to be worked on. I think the biggest problem, I think, for me is I'm so used to saying things a certain way on VATSIM, but the airport doesn't seem to like that, to be honest. Sorry, not the airport. Beyond ATC doesn't seem to like it. Sometimes when I say things a certain way, so I think I'm just going to have to read what it says on the app to try and keep it as clear as possible. But other than that, it is a nifty bit of kit, and I do think it's a great add-on for the sim. Not perfect, it's got a bit to go, but it is worth the money. Especially, like I said, if you do want to fly in some parts of the world where there is a massive time difference and you can't be guaranteed a controller on VATSIM. Also, as well, it'd be great when we can inject some proper traffic into there, get more life around our airports, if that's what you fancy as well. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up the video here. If you do have Beyond ATC, let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know how you're coping with it and if you recommend it. As I said, I'll pop a link to it if you do want to go ahead and purchase this for yourself. Also, do check out my full flight video that I did with this, the first full flight video I did with this Beyond ATC. I'll pop a link to it in the description and card up there. And please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Okay, so I'll be back so soon with my next full flight video. Got an idea of what we're going to do, but I'm not going to tell you now. We'll keep it a surprise. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care and goodbye for now.